Let's talk about another type of question now, and that is question on para-jumbles. That is question number 7. Now, the correct method of doing a para-jumble basically is trying to look for links and links alone. It is absolutely it is very misleading if you are going to look for introductory sentences, equally misleading if you are looking for concluding statements. Your last option while choosing the options should be relying on the introductory and concluding statements. Here we will look for links between sentences. Now if you look at, you need to of course you need to skim through all five of them and then look for link words. If you look at the C and D option, C starts with that applies. The minute you question that, what is the that standing for or referring to, that is referred to in option D. So you have a very clear CD link, right? Now the CD link is there in option B as well as D. What you need to now do is look at the difference between option B and D. Option B says BEDCA and BDCEA. Find any one of the two differences and see what option links, or rather which are the other links. While going through the passage, you can see there is a BE link. The BE link says dementia or frailty can mean a long, poor quality end of life. We are talking about the poor quality of end of life, which is again referred to in E. So you have a BE link, which makes the correct answer option B. Now coming to another, I'd like to discuss one question from the next RC. That is the RC that talks about Anna and her mother. There seemed to be a little difficult question in that, and that was question number 11. Second RC, question number 11. The question is talking about the reference Skinner box on the North Pole refers to. So we need to know what does this Skinner's box refer to in the passage. You do not actually need prior information about what is a Skinner's box. Let's try doing it without knowing what is a Skinner's box. Let's see where they have spoken about Skinner's box. Skinner's box has been mentioned in paragraph 3, last line. Now if you read paragraph 3, it is very clear that the entire paragraph is describing the mother's life. And with reference to the mother's life, they have mentioned Skinner's box. Right? Now, what was the mother's life in her time has been referred to in the paragraph 2. That is, let's say the first, second, third, fourth, fifth line onwards, where they say that nurturance for Anna was a birthright. Right? She expects nurturance as her birthright. It fills her with terror and pity that anyone, especially her mother, could have grown up any differently. Now these are the clue that you need to understand. One, that nurturance was the birthright for the daughter, whereas it was different from her mother. So if we try to see different means, it has to be a contradictory situation to the daughter, which is further explained in the same line. Could have grown up in a religion where love was conditional. So the Skinner's box is talking about the love being conditional, means only if you do something you will get a conditional response. Therefore, answer option for question 11 should have been A, which says conditional response.